channel. So today's video is going to be a little story time about the time that I had sleep paralysis. So before we get into that, I just want to say I really hope this video goes well because I'm such a bad storyteller, and like I feel like I'm gonna be halfway through the story and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you this happened. So like I just hope it goes okay because like I'm not very good at telling stories. I just get so like caught up in like I don't know. But I hope it goes okay. I just woke up about an hour ago, so I don't really have any makeup on, so please forgive me. But anyways, let's just get right into it. Okay, so if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically when your body is asleep, but your mind is awake. Okay, and just saying that like when I had sleep paralysis, it was about 3 years ago, and it was by far the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. So basically, let me start from the beginning of what happened. So right before I went to bed, me and my friend were texting, and we were going to see a movie that weekend. And so I forget what scary movie was out at the time, but we were like looking up the movies that were like in the theater. And I was watching the trailers for a video. So I forget what movie it was, but I watched like a horror film trailer. Okay, and like it was kind of spooky. Okay, like it was spooky. And I watched that right before I went to bed, and so yeah, I definitely feel like that triggered the sleep paralysis because like if you watch scary stuff before you go to bed, like you're more likely to have like a nightmare or something. I don't know. But I definitely feel like that had triggered the sleep paralysis. So I was like laying there, and it felt like as soon as I had like finally like fallen asleep, that like someone was like pulling my hair. Okay, and I was like, okay, like it just kept feeling like I was being like dragged by my hair, like while I was laying in my bed. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay, and then I just like, you know, kind of like moved my head or whatever, and like I was kind of like rolled up in a ball, like facing like towards the edge of my bed. Then all of a sudden I like look over, and in the corner of my room, actually where I'm sitting right now, this is actually kind of scary because my bed's over here, I just saw this very tall man. Okay, but like he was all black. It was like almost like a shadow. And he kind of had like a hat on almost, like kind of like this. Okay, and I was like, I was shook. So like at first I thought someone had broken into my house, and like they're just staring at me at the edge of my bed, and I'm like, oh shit, like I should probably do something right now. Okay, so my first instinct is to like sit up in my bed, you know, and be like, are you gonna kill me? Like what are we doing here? Okay, and I couldn't. So like I tried to like sit up like how I'm sitting right now because I was laying down, and like my body just wasn't moving. And I'm like what is happening right now? Okay, and so like I was very, very, very confused. So I instantly just start freaking out. I start panicking. Okay, and like there's just like this man standing at like by the edge of my bed, and I'm just freaking out. I try to yell for my mom, and nothing's coming out of my mouth. Like no sound, no voices coming out. Like I'm literally trying to talk, and it's just silent. Okay, so like try to just process that for a second. Like imagine how scary that is. Okay, and I was 14, people. Okay, and so like I was just absolutely terrified, and like my heart is pounding so fast, like I can't breathe. And I instantly start having a panic attack while I'm in sleep paralysis. Like I'm just crying, like I can't breathe, I can't talk, like it was just so like overwhelming, and like it was just so bad. Okay, then like the man starts like walking around my bed, like he's almost gonna like get in the bed with me because I'm like laying towards on the right side of my bed. So I'm thinking like, okay, like what is going on? Like this might be a dream, like I don't know, like just try to move. Like that was the only thing I was focused on, was just moving. Okay, so I'm like trying to like toss and turn, and like I just can't, like I'm just stuck. That's literally how it felt. I was just stuck in that one spot. Okay, but like I could kind of like move my hands, you know. It was just like my main body that couldn't move. So I'm just trying to roll over and I just keep trying to roll over, and it just seemed like my it was just like so much weight, and like my body would just lay there, and like I'm trying to like turn my whole body, and like it just would not move. And so I finally like grab my covers, okay, and then like I remember being like, okay, I can do this, like, and it literally took everything out of me to flip myself over and like roll over in my bed. And then as soon as that happened, I was out of it. So like it was just such a like surreal experience, just like seeing that, and then like not being able to move, not being able to talk, like literally like crying, like having a panic attack. Like it was just so incredibly scary, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what sleep paralysis was at the time. So I'm like, I sit up in my bed for a second, and I'm like, holy shit, like what was that? Like what just happened there? Okay, and so like I take a minute to like, you know, regather myself for a second, and I get up and I go in my mom's room, and I'm like, hello? Like I was like, I'm pretty sure like I just had a panic attack, like I don't know like what just happened. Okay, and she was like, it's okay, like, you know, like you're fine. I like go back to bed, whatever, and I get up and I have school the next day. So like I get to school, I start talking about it to people. You know, I'm like, listen, like this weird thing happened to me last night, like I don't know what it was. And someone was like, that sounds like sleep paralysis. And I was like, never heard of her. Like I had no idea what it was. So when I got home, I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit, like that's what happened to me. Okay, and then like I got like really caught up in it. I started watching like other YouTube videos about it, and like the same thing was happening to people. And like I was like, and like reading stuff about it, and like people were like explaining the same exact like shadow man that I saw. So like I was like, okay, like this is what it is, it's sleep paralysis. And from that night on, like I was so scared to go to sleep. Like I was so scared. But around that time I was having really lucid dreams. I had really bad sleep insomnia, so like it's not like out of the blue that just happened, you know, like I already had some sleeping problems, so who knows. But yeah, I swore that was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me for a long time, until I had my car accident. You know, that's definitely up here, but yeah, that was absolutely surreal. It was so scary. It was just so scary. And I was actually sore the next day from trying to like flip myself over. Like I don't know, it was just wild. The whole situation was just wild. So that is pretty much the whole story of what happened. This video is kind of short. I wasn't in the sleep paralysis for very long. It felt like a really long time, but I don't think it was. So who knows? I haven't had sleep paralysis since. I have had a couple lucid dreams after that situation, and anytime that I'm in a lucid dream now, like I try to wake myself up as soon as possible, because I'm scared that the lucid dream will turn into sleep paralysis. I don't know if that's a thing, I don't know if that's how it works or not, but like that's always kind of just how I felt about it. So yeah, if you guys have had sleep paralysis or lucid dreams, I'm totally into that. I think it's scary, but at the same time it is kind of cool, it is kind of neat. But yeah, let me know. So if you want to see any more storytime videos on my lucid dreams or anything like that, then let me know. But anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.